What did you learn from this? When a system has failed, what should it be? What should they do to the system? When the system fails, what do you do? In my opinion, I take everything out and I seal it than just putting a band the way it looks like. Because it's still, even if it's not operational, the other one is still working. The connection, the fumes and everything can be a danger to society. It is a danger to everyone who passes here. When the system fails, we uproot it. When a system fails, we uproot it. How do we uproot? Going back to the basics and start afresh. That is how you remove a problem. You go back to the grounds and you go back to the basics. You go to the foundation and uproot it. And everything that you never planted will be uprooted. Hope you can deal with that. Because it is a threat to everything around here. Just in case someone who doesn't love people comes. It can cause, it's a hazard. They call it a hazard. It's supposed to be removed and sealed completely. Why are they taking too long? I don't know. When the system fails, you uproot it. Because that's a healthy hazard. If anything goes wrong, it's going to be very tight to fix. The grave danger it will cause. Everything has its own timing. But if you neglect something when it's starting, it will cause damage, and that damage you might not recover. The losses you'll make simply because you don't listen. Simply because you keep building on the rotten system. Every time you keep building on a rotten system, the damage it causes will lead to losing lives. If you say the system, it doesn't work, why do you build on top of it? Why do you build on top of it? If the system is not working, let us go back to the basics. Let us go back to history, where it all started, and we find out why. Why the system is not working. Is it the ones that built the system? Is it the foundation the problem? Where is the problem? You solve the problem by doing what? By going to the root cause. Because if you don't go to the root cause, it keeps on eating other places. It's like a virus. You cannot cure something when you have not diagnosed. You need to do a diagnosis of everything. They diagnose cars. They diagnose human beings. They diagnose a government. When the system fails, it needs to be diagnosed. But we need men and women who are qualified. Men and women who are not polluted. Men and women who have stood the test of time and said enough is enough to lies. Enough is enough to half-baked things. It is time to stand out and you be the change. Don't just talk about the change. It's very unfortunate that every person who is talking about the change, most are corrupt. The hard drive is corrupt. When the hard drive is corrupt, we need to format the hard disk. Just format the hard disk, as simple as that, erase. Because there are some parts which are corrupted. If the system fails, uproot it. But building on the same corrupt system, we're still in corruption. Corruption is at home. The system started failing from home. Because that's where a president is given birth to, a king is given birth to. Because if at home, people are getting married, when they first have sex and allow the devil enter, trust me, they work with the devil everywhere. The system was already corrupt. If you can go back home and get the thief from home, government will go back online, families will go back online, schools, education. But if we don't start from home, where it all started from, the system will fail for I don't know how many years. Because the very people you want to bring on board are already corrupt. Because it has failed from home. Let us go back home, train our children, tell them no sex before marriage, help these children walk the journey of purity. When purity enters a system, the corrupt system will go back online. But as of now, you cannot add more software onto a corrupt hard disk. You better work on the hard disk before you bring in more software. I love you. Have a blessed day. This place, this platform, this altar is for only men and women who think beyond their nose before they talk, who ask themselves questions like why, when, where, how, whom, whose. So if you don't have such questions in your life, as someone said earlier, that not everything is yours. We are going into October, and those who celebrate Halloween say, the witches brew, and you choose your poison. In this season, choose wisely, because you might choose poison that will take you to your grave. You might choose a circle that will end your life. You might choose a group that will send you to hell. You might choose a group that will lead to your death. So choose wisely. Those who celebrate Halloween say that choose your poison. The witches brew, and you choose your poison. Welcome to the month of September as it's ending, and hope you've given birth. Hope every day you give birth. Every 9th of a week we give birth. Hope you give birth to the right babies. Some of us gave birth already and today. Have a blessed day. Don't terminate that baby. If the circle of friends you're hanging around with is terminating your babies, it's time to match up to the standard. You're going to lose a few friends, a few family members, but when they see the baby grow, they will be back one day. That is Jeremiah chapter 15. Jeremiah chapter 15. Don't turn to them. It's them to turn to you and value God's values in your life. And He'll make you a wall of bronze. And He will touch the tyrant in your life. So don't become anyone's tyrant, because God is after you. Jeremiah chapter 15, I sign out. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.